Now that we've made it to 2021, are you finding it really, really hard to get things done in your music business? Start that song, finish that mix, get that thing promoted, talk to that person, get your music going, your music career. Oh, there's so much to do. So you just procrastinate. I know how you feel, and I'm here to give you some light at the end of the tunnel. Let's talk about procrastination and how to get over it really, really fast. In this tip of the day. First off, 2020 is over. 2021 is our light at the end of the tunnel, or so we thought. Procrastination happens to entrepreneurs, musicpreneurs, music producers, engineers. We get in this state where we always want to be inspired, so we start grabbing that whiskey, start grabbing that blunt, start smoking that bong, right? Need to be inspired, need to be inspired, need to be inspired, always pawing at something, but realizing that if we're not going forward all the time, we start to put things off because it's too much to think about. Little story about that. When I was 20 years old, I decided to drop everything I was doing because I was going to school at Lane Community College in Eugene, Oregon, and I had no idea why I was even there. Of course, I couldn't afford U of O. My parents gave me a little bit of money to get to school, and it was only put towards credits and all that stuff. And I was working at Red Robin, bussing tables, hosting, doing anything I could to make some money and some cash on the side. But I didn't know why I was there. I didn't know what I was doing. I was taking some business courses. It was really ridiculous. I'm a musician. I played guitar. I grew up playing in bands, singing, writing songs, doing exciting things. And then now I'm at Lane Community College, going to school for business administration, taking credits on something I don't even want to be a part of. So what did I do? I decided I'd move everything, sell everything, and just move to Costa Rica. I know, that sounds crazy, right? I wanted to go to Costa Rica. I wanted to live there as long as I possibly could. So I saved up like over $4,000, just over like $4,200 into a shoebox, cash, right? Sold my car, sold my DJ equipment, sold all this stuff to move down to Costa Rica. And I got down there and I tried to make it as far as I could. I didn't quite make it a year, but almost a year down there. And when I got back, I was like so lost. I was like, man, I really want to be doing music. How do I even do that? And I feel like this is like the feeling we constantly have as music makers. It's like, how do we do that? How do you actually make a living? How does that even work? Well, I'm going to say like the biggest thing that I learned was that momentum is the only thing that keeps you going on something. If you don't see results, if you don't continue to see results and compounding results, you kind of just want to stop and go have a beer or just like go watch a show or chill, right? Like I'll just give up on stuff. I'm like, I'm just going to go smoke some weed. I'm going to go read a book. I'm just going to just screw off with the music, right? But momentum keeps us going as entrepreneurs, as music makers. And the minute we hit roadblocks or obstacles, the biggest thing and the biggest tip I have for you right now is that we look at it and we try to figure out how to do that. Now think about that for a second. We stop, we hit a roadblock, we hit this big brick wall in our momentum and our creation process, and we think, how do we mix our own songs? How do we learn how to record our vocals with a better mic? We start shopping for Apollos and better preamps and studying engineering. When we're songwriters, we need to be writing songs. But we constantly get stopped with this how. How do I use Photoshop? How do I make a graphic? How do I promote myself? And the better question, the ultimate question to ask if you want to keep momentum going and you want to stop procrastinating, is to start thinking about who. Who can make a logo for me? Who's been in Photoshop for years and can bust this out for me? Who can I pay to mix and master my track when I'm done writing the song? Who can I go to their studio, they vocal produce me, record me for $25, $35 an hour, get this track done, get it out there? Who can help me promote this? Who can do this? If you could just focus on who instead of how, you won't end up 5, 10, 15 years in your music career have gone nowhere because you barely released any music. Because you're trying to figure out how to do everything. You're thinking, I got to be the video editor. I got to learn how to use Photoshop. I got to learn how to use Facebook ads. I got to learn how to promote my Spotify. I got to learn how. and then you haven't finished any music. And that is the devastating part, and that's what makes us procrastinate. As entrepreneurs, as creatives, as music producers, engineers, I promise you it's because we worry too much about the how instead of the who. Now, there's a really big point here to be made. If you don't know what opportunity cost is, look it up, research it, study it, understand opportunity cost. If you work a job right now, you're a rapper, you want to get rap records in the world, you work a job that pays you $15 an hour, and you're spending hours and hours and hours trying to figure out how to make a logo for yourself, how to mix and master your music, how to do all this stuff. Like, let's say you mix and master your own record, which is not going to come out that great. Let's face it, it took me like 20 years just to like figure out how to make a great mix, right? And I'm still not happy with my mixes. But after that long, you're spending so many hours on the mixing and mastering when you could have just made $15 an hour at your job, gone and picked up some overtime, got some other shifts, made $200, $300, $500 there, and paid someone, got your mix and master done, and got the song out there. The asset collecting money and revenue. And this is what stops us constantly. We want to know how to do it, how to do it, how to do it. So we research the how instead of the who. And I'm asking you right now to ask a better question. Who can do this for me? Who can I pay to get this done? And that is your key to getting over procrastination and keeping momentum going at full force, because that's what we need to make a music career or a business or anything get off the ground and get going. You need momentum. You don't need to learn Photoshop. You don't need to learn how to mix your drums better. You don't need to learn how to master your own tracks or Spotify promotion. You need to learn who can do those things for you and build your team. And that's what you should be doing in 2021 and beyond. That's what it's about. If you want to build a business, you got to think about the who. So that's it. That's my tip of the day for you. I hope it was really, really helpful. If you like this kind of stuff, music production, audio engineering, music business talk, subscribe to the channel, smash the like button here. It helps us get the algorithm going. And that's just what you say on YouTube, apparently. Smash the like button, comment, do all this stuff. But I only want you to do that if you got something out of this. Really appreciate you tuning in. Click the link in the bio if you want to get deeper into a private music mentoring group with me where we go one-on-one. I do weekly Zoom calls. I break down tracks. I give feedback on mixes, masters, productions. We do 30-day challenges. I help you build your music business the way you want it to make a living off of your music. Just click that link in the description and join the Radium Music Mentoring Group. Thanks so much for tuning in. Until next time, tip of the day, almost every day. Peace.